Hello everyone, welcome back to the another episode of Cyber Diaries. Today I'm your host Harshit Soni is here to bring you the another episode with another guest Arun. Hi Arun, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Excited for the podcast?
Yeah, very much excited. Let's get started and see how it goes.
Sure, yeah. So before starting the podcast, I would like you to introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, first, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Arun Kuchibhotla. I'm currently working as a cloud and infrastructure security consultant at Avanade. I help clients to improve their cloud security posture, and then I help them to review the solutions, implementation of new solutions, integration of their existing solutions into Microsoft security. Most of the time, I deal with Microsoft security solutions, and also reviewing their existing cybersecurity controls and processes. Prior to Avanade, I worked for KPMG and PwC, where I have done a lot of risk assessments, threat and risk assessment, security configuration reviews for cloud-based security platforms. And also I have done a project where the client had a ransomware attack, and then we have to do some temporary defense measures and help them to get back to the network. Yeah, apart from all the technical stuff, I have also done some process development for a telecommunication client to improve their security operations standards and processes, and developed standard security policies. Overall, I'm into vulnerability management, security operations, process development, and cloud security consulting. This sums up my overall experience within security.
That's a quite interesting journey, I would say. You have worked in different fields, different aspects of the cybersecurity, so you have broader perspective of it around that.
Yeah.
So before starting it, about the journey, what made you choose the cybersecurity, or what made you to land up into the field where this computer science have a lot of bigger domain?
Yeah, as I said before, my journey is a little bit interesting, and then it's different than other people. So I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and then I ended up getting into IT. It's a very random, but I started as a database administrator, and then I did some big data, Hadoop, big data projects, and slowly I developed some deep interest into cybersecurity. I used to attend a lot of hackathons, cybersecurity awareness program within Infosys back in India, and then there I developed some interest, and then with the help of colleagues, I was able to get into a project where they need a resource for security operations. So I worked as a junior security analyst for about a year. There I have started my journey into security. But what I understood was my background was in other engineering stream, and then I wanted to get into this cybersecurity field. I want to I want to have a longer career in this. So I've decided to pursue a course where I can get my basics strong. So I found NYIT cybersecurity course as a viable option, and then I chose New York Tech's cybersecurity course. I landed up in Canada. I did my masters. Uh, that's how I got into cybersecurity. That's how I got into cybersecurity masters program. It's kind of interesting.
And later a job as well now.
Yeah.
Something that you think about, or something advice that you would give to your younger self when you just came up here, when you were just starting your career into the cybersecurity, and indeed, career advice to our current prospective students who are in the course or who are looking forward to their career in the field of cybersecurity.
Yeah, for my younger self, I would give few suggestions, and also generic suggestions for young graduates. Few things are very important. When you're doing this course, make sure you understand the importance of every course. I understand that New York Tech's cybersecurity course is designed on the basis of CISSP.
Oh, yeah.
So understand the different topics, understand the different subjects. Make sure you are good with basics, and then understand different type of job roles that are available in the market.
Exactly.
You can check there are multiple options there for identity and access management consultant, security operations, and then incident response, jobs related to incident response, jobs related to compliance analyst, risk management. So identify where you want to go, pick your area of interest, and try to do some research on what are the different skill set that these companies are looking into these specific job positions. Assess your current skill set and try to do certifications or learn what are the different things needed to survive in the specific position. Talk to industry professionals, go for networking events. We have so many cybersecurity communities out there.
Yes.
Meet people, build networking, and then try to have a home lab environment. Like you can create trial versions, you can have a demo environment where you can practice all the technologies and security platforms before you attend any interview. That gives you a very good understanding, and it gives you so much confidence to talk about them before you go for any interview. So I would suggest young graduates to go through some basic research, do some personal training before you go for any interviews. And one thing I want to suggest, never run away from having a programming skill set.
Yes.
It is very important for you in the long run. I've seen some positions in cybersecurity which are interesting, like product security engineer or security development engineer, and there is equal importance for security and also equal importance for programming skill. If you want to get into a high-paying job, never run away from a programming skill. That's one big suggestion I want to give for my younger self. I was always running away from programming, and then now I'm missing the chance to get into a high-paying job. So that's one of the key suggestion I want to give.
That's a unique perspective to me as well, because many of the students I know around me and many of the people, they choose the field of cybersecurity to run away from the programming. Many of the people around there don't want to write a code of like 100 lines and then debug a error around it. So it's been a quite interesting path, I would say. And as you have suggested around, there are many prospective fields in the field of cybersecurity. What do you think is the most important domain or most important path in the journey that a student should follow up? Like there are many tools that come up every year. There are many certifications that come up every year. And there is a broader area of certifications all around. So I want to know about your side on it.
Yeah, well, security is vast. It's not just compliance. It's not just security operations. It's understand what are the different domains in security.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
Like for example, let's talk about few domains. So vulnerability management, penetration testing, and then incident response, and then computer forensics, and then you have risk management, and then security risk assessment, security operations. Like identify your area of interest. When you're a student, when you're dealing with the different subjects, when you have multiple options in front of you, it depends on the individual. If the individual is more like technology oriented and you wanna do more technology focused job, probably penetration testing, security operations, incident response, they can pick those areas. If individual is more like a process oriented and understanding the risks, developing processes, improving the security policies, they can pick risk management, compliance roles. So and we have another domain which is very, very complex and important in security: identity and access management. So identity and access management, it's more about the process, it's also about the technology. It's a very complex domain. So if you're interested to be in a challenging area, identity and access management is one of the things. So try to understand the different domains and their purpose and importance of them, and then make sure you pick something that you are very much confident about. Right? And that's where you start your security journey. right? If you want, just an example, if you want to get into security operations, you need to have a solid understanding of overall security
Yeah.
operations,
Mhm.
security events handling, some SIM tools, some vulnerability scanning tools, right?
On the
So
SOC side.
on the SOC side, so it's very important to have a domain understanding, and then you pick your area of interest before getting started in security or before applying for any job, because every job requirement is different.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And what I have observed in my past years in the cybersecurity, that people actually don't know about the cybersecurity field. Cybersecurity is like just hacking,
Yeah.
someone protecting industry from hackers, but it is way more than that.
Yes.
And there are many more aspects about just protecting, like on the compliance side, as you mentioned, on other side, that on the coding side that you mentioned, building up the new tools and everything. So all around that, you have worked in two different areas, I would say. Like, you have been working with the big fours as well on the compliance side. Now you're working as a cloud security engineer. So there are two different perspectives, and these are two different, completely different domains. So how do you identify yourself as something different in a way that a skill set is required in compliance side and a skill set that is required on another side?
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's very important. Any job you go, it's very important to understand, what is your purpose and then what the team wants.
Yes.
Right? What's the team wants and what are the different areas of projects that you have in front of you. So having a diverse skill set is good, because I started in consulting.
Okay.
I was given opportunity to work on different projects. Some ransomware attack, a project that relates to ransomware attack, a project that relates to developing security policies and standard, a project to enhance. Understand the risk and then enhance the processes and standards, so risk assessments. So I would say, again, you cannot pick like when you're in a company, when you're a part of organization, you cannot pick a particular stream. You have to work according to the project requirements.
Yes.
And then that will also give you, as an individual, at some point of time, that will also gives you a perspective where you want to go.
Yeah.
When you step into multiple things and understand that this is what I want to do at some point, if you pick your area of interest while working, and then you can start mastering that and then become a subject matter expert.
Yes.
So I would say, if given an opportunity, try to step into different projects, understand what you are capable of, understand what is more interesting, especially as an individual for you, and then pick that area of interest.
So it is much better for a student or any prospective person who want to get into the cybersecurity to choose a domain and just not stick with a broader path, so that they can enhance their skills in a much better way in a particular domain.
Yeah, I can say, like, either they can pick a domain or they can go with that broader, understanding of getting into any project that they have in front of them, right? So just try to identify an opportunity. First thing is to understand. First thing is to identify an opportunity, and then it's very important to, after some point of time, it's very important to pick their area of interest. So if given an opportunity to work on different aspects of security, absolutely take that chance and go ahead. If you're specifically wanted to do something, just if you want to become a pen testing, if you want to become a pen testing champion, subject matter expert only in pen testing, in next 3 to 4 years, pick that domain, do whatever that needs to be done, do your homework, do any certification that the job requirements are looking for, and then make sure you attain all the conceptual knowledge and also the technical hands-on skill set. So you have to do enough preparation before getting into any job, so that gives you confidence, right? So again, I want to conclude it. One thing, you can choose your domain, and then You can create a path in specific domain, you can become a subject matter expert, or you can step into multiple domains, experience different things, understand purpose of each domain,
Yeah.
and then pick your area of interest after some point of time.
I would totally agree with you on that because there have been a wider perspective that you get around, and if you
Yeah.
become a matter expert, you are expert to that, and then it is easier to get into the job market and grow your career.
Yes.
So, to get into a particular domain, certifications are like a holy grail for all the students around.
Yep.
So, something that you would suggest a student should work on the certifications, projects, or the any tools that they can look up upon.
Yeah, again, certifications are quite important. Even if you are doing a bachelor's or master's in computer science, cybersecurity, whatever the field that is related to computer science, in any other field, right? Uh, Certifications are basically showing that you're doing something for yourself. You try to improve your understanding. You try to improve your knowledge on latest trends and changes that are happening around. And one of the most important aspect is uh, for people who are specifically looking for individuals with certifications, it shows that you are spending some time
Oh yes.
to learn something new. It shows your efforts, and it shows your discipline. So all these, apart from all these, updating your skill set as per the latest changes, as per the job requirements is very much important. And then again, certifications are two types. One is vendor specific
Yes.
certifications. One is generic cybersecurity certifications, right? So again, you have to pick if you want to get into cloud, or if you want to work on AWS platforms, if you want to work on Azure. Pick your area of interest and then try to identify certification relevant to that. Or if you want to get into general cybersecurity consulting roles, then try to do non-vendor specific certifications like CISSP, CCSP, or some basic certifications as
Like CISA, yeah.
CompTIA Security Plus, that will get you started in security domain. But certifications are very important because academics only teach you the basics, and academics are far away from what is industry as of today.
Yeah.
So if you want to understand what is happening in real time, what is happening within industry as of today, you can only get that knowledge via certifications.
Okay. Yeah.
And then talking to the people from industry, right? So doing certifications, attending all these cybersecurity meetups, build networking, talking to the people from industry, you build that understanding of what are the aspects that are happening in real time scenarios. So I would say like certifications are anytime, it adds a weight to your profile, and then it opens your multiple options for you to get into security domain.
You currently have been working in the cloud security part, and let's take there is a new person that comes up in your team, or you want to interview a new person. What will be the skill set as a cloud security engineer? You would look into a person, like if there's any student around who want to get into the security field of the cloud aspect.
Yeah.
What will be the something that you would look into, like any certification or any tool?
Yeah, again, we talked about certifications. It's good to have a certification, but apart from that, experience always counts. Experience always counts than certification. If the guy has experience, like if the person has an experience, it counts, right? So what I would see someone who wants to get into cloud security, basically a generic understanding of what is cloud.
Oh, yes.
Right? What is the difference between having an on-premises infrastructure, and what is the benefit of having a cloud infrastructure, right? So some of the things such as scalability aspects, compatibility aspects, and then more security. There are like few things I would see if someone is able to understand those basic things of cloud security or not. If they are good with those basics, irrelevant of the platform experience, I can provide them an opportunity to start in cloud security
Cloud
field.
security.
Yeah.
To sum up this, any two certifications that you would suggest?
Any two certifications that I suggest. Okay, generally, CompTIA Security Plus is one of the good certification. And then I think ISC Square chapter, I think they have a entry level cybersecurity
Yeah,
essential
certified in
certification.
cybersecurity. Yeah.
That is also, I mean, one of the basic certification to start with. But again, if you want to become an ethical hacker or pen tester, you have certified ethical hacking
Then it's on
CEH
other side. Yeah.
certification. So pick your area of interest and then do a domain related certification like CEH, and then do a generic certification such as CompTIA Security Plus or Cyber Essentials, and then that's where you can get started.
Well, that was, I would say, a quite unique and broad perspective coming around from a cybersecurity engineer. So we now know about your field, your working, your technical knowledge, but we don't know much about you. So let's have a rapid fire round
Yep.
where I would just ask you some basic question, and whatever comes in your head for the first while without any taking quite too long, you have to just answer that. And if you answer them quickly, I would say you get a chance to enter into our Hall of Fame.
Okay.
And yeah,
That's good. Interesting.
so basic questions. It would not be that much difficult.
Yep.
Which OS do you prefer? Linux, Mac OS, or Windows?
Windows operating system any day.
Any day.
Yeah.
Easy to use.
Easy.
Which cloud service provider do you like the most? Azure, AWS, and GC?
I should not say I don't like other cloud security providers, being a cloud security consultant, but my daily life is mostly with Azure. I would say Azure.
That's quite diplomatic, I would say.
Yeah.
Which programming language do you hate the most?
Programming language I hate
Yeah.
the most. I hate entire programming languages on this planet, but Java is something I hate it. JavaScript, Java, I hate it very most. Yeah, I feel comfortable with Python scripting and then PowerShell scripting and stuff. It's good, but if you ask me anything in Java,
It's like
you're
too
not gonna
much.
see me for next 24 hours.
Writing big code or using libraries and framework? Now I guess I know the answer.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything. Probably writing big code is challenge for me. For an existing code, I can invoke some libraries and stuff, but writing big code, I hate.
Yeah.
I hate it. Yeah.
Elon Musk X or Mark Zuckerberg's Meta?
I go with Elon Musk. Yeah, he's an interesting guy to watch out. Yeah, he do a lot of different things. Maybe eventually he'll come up with very sophisticated cyber security tools in future. We don't know. Yeah, so I would go with Elon Musk.
The great answers you have entered to our Hall of Fame. Well, it was a great, insightful learning lesson for all of us, and I guess for our students as well. You coming up from a totally different background in mechanical engineering, landed up into the IT job, then coming up into the cybersecurity domain, started your career. You have worked in two different domains in the cybersecurity. So it's been a great journey for you and a learning journey for all of us. Thank you for being a part of our podcast, and thank you for being a part of our show.
Thank you.
But before you leave, we have a small token of love from our team, Cyber Diaries. Whenever you drink the coffee, you will remember us.
This is so good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, I guess you loved today's episode of Cyber Diaries, and I hope you got a chance to learn about different aspects, different domains, and after talking to us, a cloud security engineer, there have been a different perspective to me as well now. If you have something to share upon or any suggestions, feel free to comment down in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you. See you on another episode of Cyber Diaries.